I want to take this opportunity to the Donald Trump administration. Wish him all the best. However, back to Kenya, certain things that Kenya may miss from his administration that I want us to highlight at this point as we prepare for more changes come January. This may first and foremost understanding that Kenya designed with the Biden's administration, and people in agreements or understandings that may be Trump's administration, and for instance, the of Kenya being a non-NATO administration to withdraw that because that deals with the military aid. Kenya and U.S.A. have been enjoying defense skills. So it will be very difficult for Trump's administration to withdraw that. So for those who may think that NATO ally be withdrawn by Trump's administration, then we want to show you that it will be very difficult to do that. The thing we have from Trump's administration issue on the issue on the LGBTQ. You see, Trump's administration has really been for cultural gender, and this issue in Trump's administration, we know well that Trump advocate for so we believe that the Trump administration will not interfere. However, it will advocate for principled gender-like marriage and cultural influence. We also expect that the head of state and his frequent visits to U.S.A. will be minimized because Trump's administration is not of a joke. So the issue of traveling there can be quite surprising that in Trump's administration, the head of state from Kenya may happen to travel only once or twice. Biden welcomed the head of state from Kenya phone calls. The issue on Haiti funding. We believe that Trump's administration the funding. However, it will not advocate for the withdrawal. Kenya soldiers may stay in Haiti, but the funds may be interfered with, especially when it passes through the House of Representatives and for review. We also expect that administration there's this issue of Starlink. We expect the issue of Starlink to spread so much in Kenya, and the Trump administration will provide more funds, especially when the owner of Starlink, Elon Musk, gets a position in Trump that he will surely get for having funded Trump's campaigns, and this from the previous public review the recent rally, you realize Trump is talking about style and especially in Kenya, and also the issue of climate. The issue of climate, possibly there will be a review of the climate, especially the U.S.A. funding to Kenya, the climate change, so we expect that in the Trump administration they face a catastrophic decision or strategies. Furthermore, when you look at the issue of IMF, it may have to change its stance, how it engages with the World Bank, the IMF, and how it benefits. Expect that Kenya itself, U.S.A. shall change government in the World Bank and the IMF. So Kenya may also face some of the funds that will be released from the IMF and also the World Bank in the coming year, so the coming month. Furthermore, we have abortion, the issue of abortion, which was being advocated for by the Kamala Harris. So this may face a catastrophic challenge in the terms that means that even if Kenya had signed some MOU in the health sector, the MOU from the health sector may Trump's administration, and even the mechanism of the health machines and also provision of resources for Kenya, and even building of certain we have the resources. For instance, there's a part and parcel land which was acquired by the WHO in Kenya that was supposed to facilitate the building of a new research institute in the medical research institute, so that the funding, U.S.A. funding in that project may also be cut off. Trade. We expect more, especially Trump's administration being a businessman. He would advocate more for trade, especially Kenya. The products may be sold much into Kenya, and Trump's administration will advocate for that. So trade will increase in Trump's administration, and Kenya may be a beneficiary from trade, with the trade between U.S.A. and Kenya. On a light note, in terms of gender equality and leadership, the Trump administration, the gender equality may take some time to advocate for, especially in the Trump administration, which means that even a kingly country, it may be monitoring but gender equality, and the advocacy for that may also be minimized or reduced. The other thing is about cyber security. Trump's administration having a close friendship with Russia. We believe the cyber security may also be advanced in Trump's administration. However, the African countries may face a real challenge in terms of hacking and also interference with the government cyber services. So it means that it might be a foreign affair. It might be it might be influenced by foreign weapons or foreigners, foreign technocrats. So it won't be easy for Kenya to just run its own private cyber services without U.S.A. having an oversight in the government services. There are more issues that will be revealed and I'll let you know, but also trans administration will also have to look into the ambassadors that are in various countries. So the ambassadors, for instance, Ambassador Meg Whiteman, trans administration will have to review the ambassadors that are in the across the world or in Africa. Thank you all and have a nice time.